Welcome to the Global Glow Up. We're so excited to share with you what we're doing in LifeVantage with our Glow Stack and so many other things. My name's Courtney Watkins, and I'm excited to be showcasing this overview with one of my favorite people, Lucia. She's joining us from Perth. And Lucia, I love your heart and everything that you have to offer, just your vibe. When I asked her to send me a bio, her bio was literally helping women feel well, earn well, build a life that they don't need a holiday from, health, business, and real life. And that is just the sum up of this amazing company, LifeVantage. It's the longevity, it's the community, it's the vibe. And Lucia and I met together in Brisbane this spring. I had the opportunity to go down there to one of the events, and we just immediately clicked. And this has been my favorite thing about LifeVantage is truly meeting people around the world. I've been growing my business from my phone for over 10 years now, and my team is in over 16 countries. So we span across the world, and we had a really phenomenal year. I've been in network marketing for a while. I was with a previous skincare company that went affiliate. I was a hairstylist by trade. And as things happen to people, if you've ever had life happen, we had something that really turned our world upside down, and it actually happened December 2017. I had decided to retire from being a hairstylist in October. I just had that gut feeling. I told my husband, I think it's time for me to hang up my apron, and it feels really scary to walk away from your career, especially if you're a hairstylist, because your clients are your best friend. They've gone through life with you, and I really made a really amazing income doing it. And I was like, something is just telling me that it's time to go. And December 11th, 2017, I got the diagnosis of a really aggressive form of breast cancer. I had a 2 year old, a 5 year old, and an 8 year old at the time. And I had appointments almost every day for the next 2 months after that. And it was, I can't even tell you the flexibility of having a business that I had previously built. Of course, you never think anything like that is going to happen to you. But I was kind of known in the chemo chair as just working my business. I would do virtual events, I would do different things, not because I had to, but it was kind of my escape. It was a win for me. It was something that excited me, something that I loved. But as the treatments went on, I just kind of started feeling worse and worse. And because of that moment, it has given me such a different viewpoint in health and wellness. I was 35 at the time. I thought I was healthy. I worked out. I did all the things. Cancer didn't run in my family. It was just one of those fluke things. But I will tell you, throughout that year, there were so many rainbows and so many things that you're like, God is was in the details of this. And because of that, it really has just taught me how strong I am. It's given me such a view on life that like you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. And so that's what I love about doing LifeVantage is that it's really fun to set goals. It's fun to meet people, and it's fun to go places that you've always wanted to go. If you're like me and you have a Pinterest board, I have a future self board, I have travel boards. And this last year, I've been able to check a lot of those places off of the list because of this business. And it's been such a gift. And the people are really the best part. Just like you, Lucia, you've been one of my favorite parts of LifeVantage. And I'm so excited to hopefully see you in Utah in October. I love your vibe, and you have made such an impact in LifeVantage from speaking on stages, building community. I see you traveling the world with your family. So, if you want to give us a little background on you, I know that you were with corporate. And so, for a lot of corporate people, they don't see themselves in a network marketing industry. It's just not something that is a popular thing that I'm going to make this career shift. So, if you want to give us a little overview on that, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, and you know what else, Courtney? Hi, everybody. Drop some, say hello in the comments so we can say hello back and let's get this party started. Um, but it's like I have 2 degrees. This is not something that they teach at university. They don't teach you this, and they don't talk about this while you are, about this business model, even when you are in corporate. So I was unaware, and while I was sitting at home on maternity, getting ready to have my baby, I was searching for opportunities for work to do from home because we were tight financially, and I was just thinking, oh my God, if I knew we were going to be this tight, I would not have gotten pregnant. I just wouldn't have because it was tough. It was rough. And I was praying for an opportunity to do from home. And I shared this yesterday on our call. My friend messaged 5 years earlier, inviting me to a meeting. And I looked at it, but because I was so busy and I was so focused on climbing this corporate ladder, because that's all I knew. You know what you know, and you don't know what you don't know, right? So, and I was just like, I'll get back to it. And I never did. And God, looking back now, do I wish when I think back of me sitting at a computer looking for opportunities to do from home and to be able to work from home so I could earn some income and remove that financial anxiety that we were experiencing, did I wish he had followed up? Did I wish, based on what I know now, do I wish that I had responded and gone to that meeting? Because my business, I mean, it's great, but God, would it have been 5 years further ahead than what it is now?
Yeah.
So it's not because I didn't have an open mind about it. I was just too busy to have a look. And then, when and I shared yesterday online as well. Well, we had that amazing meeting that you put on. Oh my goodness, that set me up for the day. I people see me online now talking about health, people that I worked with, and they're like, "Who is this lady?" Because when I did work with them, I didn't really care about my health because I was healthy, right? I
Mm.
would go through my days, I would eat all sorts of things, and sometimes I would skip meals, etc. Until I lost my health, right? Until I had my baby. My
Mhm.
bowel was perforated during an emergency C-section. They didn't know that they did that. I was septic. I actually had, I didn't think that I was going to go home with my baby. I had the priest come in and read my last rites. I'm a 32-year-old woman who thought she'd build such an incredible corporate career, sitting there with prenatal depression, about to go into another surgery, a discovery surgery, because I didn't know what was wrong with me. And then started looking for a health solution post that because my husband pulled me aside and he was just like, babe, like 18 months into it, and I still hadn't recovered from everything that I'd gone through. And he's like, you need to do something. I don't know what it is, but you need to do something. And that's when I reached out to my friend and she was like, look, have a look, have this could help, might not help, but give it a go. And boy, did it not only transform my health, but it changed the trajectory of our life and where we are now. So I'm so excited that you are on tonight to hear this call, hear this information. I encourage you, have an open heart and an open mind, and really take this information in. This isn't hype. Courtney is what you see is what you get. She's a beautiful human inside and out. And we haven't rehearsed this. This is it. Speaking from the heart. So let's let's get going.
Let's keep diving in because I can relate, and I'm sure many of you, I'm seeing hearts on the screen, can relate to that. I didn't know how bad I felt until I discovered activation. I was buying supplements, I was doing everything I could. I had never heard of LifeVantage activation, and it is 10 minutes from my house. I drive past the building almost daily. Never noticed it wasn't on my radar. And being in a network marketing company and having success, earning top ranks, I was a big believer in the industry. I wasn't looking for it like you. But I didn't know that a company like LifeVantage existed. And so after my company went affiliate, I knew what to look for this time. Before it was just my friends saying, these products are amazing. I used them. I loved them. I knew I wanted to talk about them. Easy. But knowing what I know now, what to look for, why is it so important for a company to be publicly traded? For me, it's important to know the transparency. We just brought in a new CEO, Terrence Moorhead. He is phenomenal. If you want to look up the track record and see who's making the decisions for this company, where the money is going, how much money we have in the bank, all of those things. That now matters to me because I'm in a partnership. And I knew if I was putting my name and my reputation on another company, I wanted to know that this was something that was truly going to be around and a legacy company. So publicly traded was huge for me. Science backed. You guys, that was huge for me. Going through what I had gone through, looking at research. And when I heard this quote from Washington University, the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine, I was like, have I never heard of this? Like, where has this literally been? The other thing for me is global expansion. My previous company, we were open in 4 markets for about a hot second. We could really hold on to 3, but only do US well, which happens in a lot of companies that are based US to really run global markets well. is just kind of rare. And so in LifeVantage, they do it really, really well. The products are approved in Europe, approval Canadian, Health Canada. If you guys know Health Canada, they're not easy to work with. We actually reformulate the products for our European markets if they need to be done, not just removing ingredients, not just doing NFR. We recently opened the Iceland market. I'm going back in September to celebrate the 1 year anniversary. We also opened Portugal and Canaries in 2026. So if you're looking at having a global business, a business that you can have in your own backyard and also span across the world, this is it. And the other biggest thing for me was community. As I was looking for a company, is what are the people actually like? What is the community? Is there room at the top? Is there room for expansion? Are they fun? Are they abundant? Are they collaborative? And so those pieces really mattered to me. And Lucia, I know that you are such an expert in this flagship product. And I also know that you're such a community-based person as well, which is why we have so many of our friends and fans that are on. And I love that so much. And if you want to just talk to us a little bit about this little yellow pill, this little yellow activator, and what the significance and why this is the foundation of LifeVantage.
There is nothing else on the market like this. And you're probably going to hear this from a lot of other companies, but we can actually say that it is the only activator. I'm not saying supplement. Supplement is something that you take. So if you're low on iron, you would go off and you would buy an iron supplement, right? This and to make up what you are missing. And whatever your body doesn't need will end up in the toilet. It'll become very expensive, right? What we're doing here is we are taking a product to get your body to do what it is designed to do. And as I was explaining to a lot of people at an expo, if you can imagine this is your cell, because we are talking and referring to cellular health here. If you can imagine this is your cell in your body, every cell in your body, and you've been alive for 50 years. Over the past 50 years, you would have accumulated so much rubbish, so much gunk, and you are feeling not very good. You've got brain fog, you have no energy, you may have systemic inflammation through your body. What this little yellow tablet does, right? It doesn't supplement and gets your body to do what it's designed to do. Your body is amazing. It already knows how to detox itself. It knows how to clean up and regulate those survival genes so you can feel better. We take this little yellow tablet and every cell and goes in and cleans out every cell in your body. It blasts it out. It's the only product on the market that is proven to reduce oxidative stress, because that's what we are doing. By cleaning up the cell, we are reducing all the oxidation, all the rust from your body. So you can start feeling like you were feeling. Like I'm 40, I feel like I'm in my 20s. Like I'm at the stage now where people who are younger than me are telling me that they're not sleeping properly, that they've got aches and pains, they can't train well. And I cannot relate to that anymore because I've been on this activator for the past 5 years. So that's the power of it.
I love that. I can completely relate going out with my girlfriends, perimenopausal. They're talking about this magnesium, this, all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm fine. And it's like, what are you doing? And I know that they see me kind of talking about it. Maybe your inner circle is the one that either you talk the most about, or I'm like, I just assume. But I feel the exact same way. And actually, it's proven science that when they took the blood of a 6 year old and the blood of a 20-year-old, they couldn't tell the difference in the age. Now, that's the type of anti-aging that I personally want, right? I want that inner, I want that health. I want to wake up feeling happy and excited. And so around here, we always say, who doesn't want to be hotter, happier, and richer? Like when you check those three boxes, life is just more fun. And so the hotness to me is not a weight. This is not a number on the scale. It's when you feel good in your skin. You know, when you just put those jeans on or like whatever, you straightened your hair and you're like, I feel so good. When you feel good, you look hot. And people are like, what is Lucia doing? I need some of that, right? And so with these products, the real thing for me, my first love was our activated liquid collagen. And these are kind of like the hero products that we're showcasing right now. There are so many others, but the hero products, everything starts with protandim NRF2. It just makes everything better. So if you were only to do one thing today, that is always that starting point. The activated liquid collagen coming from a hairstylist, coming from going through chemo, I really wanted great hair and skin. The collagen was like, what is this? Because I had tried so many. And really and truly, I am particular. I need something that I can like actually drink and doesn't taste disgusting. And this is just a grab and go. I take it in my bag in the morning every day and I drink it right after I work out. It's kind of my post-workout treat. The Mind Body GLP-1. I personally love. I know that you've heard of GLP-1s on the market and maybe you're thinking needles, but this one is so easy. It's a two-part system. The hardest thing is to remember to take the two capsules before any caloric intake. If you take a pre-workout or coffee, that is the hardest part. So I've started keeping that little bottle on my nightstand. So as soon as I roll over in the morning, I take the pills, drink the water, and it has made such a difference in my life, in how I feel. I actually feel like I got a new battery again. I didn't expect to get energy from it. I'm sleeping better. Food noise is down. I'm actually craving healthier foods. We asked the scientists, like, what is the voodoo in this mind body? Like, why are we craving healthy foods? And it's the gut microbiome, the access. It actually turns the pings of the sugar cravings and different cravings like that. And it satiates your body in different ways. So you're finding joy in other areas in your life. This P84 is available in some of our markets. This product is phenomenal. The greens, the gut health, all of those things. And like I mentioned before, I'm a skincare girly at heart. I'm a beauty girl. I love our skincare. It's clean, it's activated, it feels like it's customizable skin because it's actually giving your skin what it needs. And so it's so personal that way. Lucia, your results pictures blow me away. I love that your husband's in on it and even your cute little dog. The family is here.
And my son is on the Nerve 2 activator as well, due to some concentration. And once you research oxidative stress and conditions, I'm going to keep it compliant, you can see how much oxidative stress can affect neurologically your brain. And then this is what we're doing here, right? So he's on that. I know it's safe. I've done my research. I encourage you to do yours as well. But everyone's on it apart from my daughter. She tried it the other night. She's like, oh my God, Mum, I can't do this. She's only 5. I'm like, you wait, girl, you'll be on it soon. But these are my results. So we have we've got my collagen results, 60 days. And funny story, Courtney, before it launched in Australia, I was like, Brandon, he's like, I'm going to send you someone, like, please do, because I know it's marine. And if it tastes yuck, I will not be able to market this. I got it, went live, did a taste test, and oh my goodness, that could have been, ride or die. But it was absolutely delicious. And I haven't missed a day since. And I am 40. I still don't have any fine lines. But it goes beyond hair, skin, and nails, which are what people think. So your joints, your heart health, your gut health, and gut health is so important for me, especially since having my perforated bowel and a bowel resection. So anything to do with the gut, I am so in. And the MB core just elevated that because of what you said, Courtney, the gut microbiome. There's so much research out there at the moment that says if you are on a GLP-1 synthetic, you should be taking care of your gut health as well. And we're doing that already. So long before this research came out, we know that the body knows how to produce GLP-1. So we take it to make it, and we're supporting our gut with that. I actually went to the States because I usually go for global, and I had put on 6 kilos over 12 months, and I could not shake the weight that I had put on from that. So I was so excited when this came out. And these are my 12-week results, and I'd lost 3.5 kilos on that. I've since lost all of that weight, but my centimeters dropped. So please do not just focus on the scale.
Mhm.
Do your measurements as well. Take photos, and not for us, but for yourself, so you can see the whole picture. And also, how are you feeling inside? Like, I have more energy. My sleep score was 96 the other night. I'm 40 years old. A lot of women my age don't get a full night's sleep. And
Mm-mm.
I like, the alarm goes off and I'm just like, oh my God, like, can I sleep for 5 more minutes? Because I'm in such deep sleep and it's so nice. So and the reason is my oxidative stress levels are low, and I'm supporting my body at a cellular level with the good stuff. So that is my story with the GLP-1, the Nerve 2, the collagen. I'm in love. I can't stop. And I encourage you, get back to the person who invited you here and ask for about this information. Could potentially change your life and how you are feeling.
I agree because the proof is in the pictures for so many of us that it's like, show me the results, right? I love seeing men's transformation as well because I know with my husband, I never could get him to use my 9-part skincare system. Maybe the eye cream, but he can take the Protanum every single day and the collagen, just the Healthy Glow Stack. I have them right here. I keep them pretty much everywhere. I always keep them in my purse just in case I forget to take them. But like Lucia mentioned, 10 different types of hydrolyzed liquid marine peptides activates, maintains, replenishes your own collagen. And these are a few of my friends from my team. This is my friend Jen. This is not weight loss. This was inflammation and oxidative stress going down. Nako, she's here on the call. Shout out to her. Her skin issues were big time for her and her kids. And again, just going in and activating your body and giving it what it needs. So those are the products. So if you're like us and you're like, okay, I need to check the check mark on the products. You can also look up all of the product. You can not look up all the products, but you can look up Protanum NRF2 on PubMed.gov. So if you're a studies person and you're like, show me more, or go on the website of whoever invited you, and you can also learn more about the products. And the reason why I love that is because if you're looking into the opportunity that Lucia and I love, and so many others that are on the call right now, if you're looking into, okay, I love the products, how do I make money if I share these, right? This is the basis for it. It for me is the products were there, the science, the studies, but the biggest thing too is no one's looking for another job. Most people are not looking for another hard thing to do in their life. And we're not going to say that this business is easy by any means, because this is a business. And basically, every insecurity that you have might come out as you start showcasing yourself and your products, which is a really good thing because that's actually my favorite transformation for this business is from the moment that someone says yes and has the 16 seconds of courage and like hits enroll to when they start to rank advance or get sales in this business. That is the real transformation that you see in a person and in yourself. I was not a public speaker. I was not someone that would be hosting calls like this or talking in front of people. This is something that I've developed along the way. And the really cool thing is, I say it's a personal development program with a compensation plan. You do earn as you grow, and your business will never outgrow you. So if you love personal development, if you love people, all of those things, you're in the right place. And I always show this slide because as I was coming over to LifeVantage and showing this business to some of my friends, they were like, okay, that's great that your products work. I really want the products, but is LifeVantage fun? And sometimes we get a little too sciencey and a little, you heard us like talking fast and high, and we're like, these products are amazing. But this company, this business is really fun. Being in the industry and earning top trips, I can tell you no one does it like LifeVantage. From the moment that you get on the airplane, you basically never think about another thing again. And this company has taken my husband and I places that we only could have dreamed of. We went to Thailand this year. I've gone to Iceland because we opened the market. I'm going back. We went to South Africa and Cape Town and Alaska. And this is within 2 years. Like, this is wild, the places that this can take you. But it's not about the trip. It's also the proximity and the people that you surround yourself with. And you hear the 5 people that you surround yourself with. It is really that perspective that you get when you come back home. You're not the same person. Your world is so much bigger and it's so much more expansive. And it's also like, how much more can we do? And so this income disclosure is really important. I actually have it printed out and I like to hang it up on my mirror because I like to see where my goals are, but also my friends that are on my team that are going for things as well. So as you look for this number, what is that number that would be really exciting for you? What is that number that you would feel really proud of? Or what is that number that would ease some of the stress or the tension for you? One of my friends that joined me in business when she got her first payday, I was like, yay, happy payday. What are you going to do? And she said, I went grocery shopping and this was the first time I didn't put anything back. And I had no idea that she was living in that situation. And it was just proof to me that the way that your world can change by being daring and to have an extra income, the stress that it can ease up. I was the same way as Lucia. I did not have a maternity leave. I had 3 unpaid maternity leaves. I came back after C-sections after 5 weeks. And that was my moment that I thought there has to be a better way. And then my company closing down, things were financially pretty sketchy and creative. And we have been able to 10x our business in less than 10 months. And it wasn't just because of me, it was just audacity, delusion, and timing. And so, if you know the importance of timing, I highly encourage you to take a look at what we're doing in LifeVantage right now in the run to a billion and becoming a household name, having products that really stand above the crowd. But what I really love is that we've had some influencers that have come in and they can move a lot of products around the world. And they're like, we don't want to build a team. You can get paid really well for just sharing products and not doing the network marketing side. But if you're like me and what excites you the most is helping other people build businesses from their phones and from their homes, then there's this really cool leadership pool that is also available. The more success that you have, the more pieces that you unlock to the compensation plan. And so the affiliate model is built in. You don't have to decide from the beginning or the middle that you want to do this piece or the other. But as you start to build your business, you're not so dependent on other people's success. Like maybe if you've done network marketing before, you're kind of dragging people along because this compensation plan is really modern in the fact that it's all from sources of volume. And then we have the mentoring match bonus, which I love as well, because guess what? You get to be a mentor. And maybe you're thinking in your head, you're not a leader. Well, the good news is the leadership is developed, and most likely you probably are a leader. If you're a mom, if you're a husband, if you are any sort of a boss at work or have managed any team projects, it's kind of built in there as well. And so, Lucia, if you want to talk a little bit on the pay plan and kind of what highlights are there for you.
Sure. So I love the fact that, when you first can get started, we help you, we show you. So this is not a business where you come in and you just figure out by yourself. Yes, if it is to be, it is up to you. You need to put in the work, but you will have the support and for you to plug into the community and people who do want to see you win. But we will help you and we will show you how you can move product, right? And a lot of people will say, I don't want to sell to my family and friends. Have you heard of the internet? There's like 7 billion people on the world, like in the world. We will show you if you have the courage and feel courageous enough, and you don't have to do it straight away, but we will show you many different ways where you can tap into that and start moving some product and start accessing the affiliate model of this compensation plan so you can get paid quicker. And like Courtney said, if you then want to build a team, we will show you and help you on how to do that. And the reality is if you have been invited on this call today, you are actually in our system on how we help people build their businesses as well. So you're part of that process already. So, and I think that's one of my highlights because people can get paid really quickly and start seeing the vision of, wow, okay, then if I continue to do this, this is how much I can earn. And then if I can build a team, I can 10 times, 10 times X that. Oh my God, I can't speak. There we go. You know what I'm saying.
What I love the most about the way that you talk about this business too is not waiting until you have it figured all out. You don't need to have the compensation plan memorized. You don't need to have your talking points of the products memorized. What you really need to do is get into action. And all of us have gotten into action, and maybe we're not perfect, but you do have an amazing support system, resources with content, different things that you can talk about. But also, the biggest tool is like Lucia mentioned, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And there's a lot of people that you can use as third-party validation. There's several training calls, there's a company podcast. The support system is wildly available. And it's actually really cool because people want to see you be successful. And so, my biggest advice as we get to this point in the overview is to don't wait. If there is a piece in you inside that's wondering, what could your life look like 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 6 years from now? Like Lucia mentioned at the beginning of this call, what would her life had looked like or her business if she would have said yes to her friend 5 years prior, right? And so I just always like to trust that gut. Go with your gut. If something is pulling to you for this, then jump in. It's literally the click of the button. It's a business in the box. You don't have any inventory, you don't have overhead expenses. And You don't even have to buy the products. Of course, we like you to be a product of the product, but also you build with customers and you build with friends. I do love to build with people that I know, but I also love to build a business around the world. And so we're really excited that you joined us. Thank you for your time. If you have any other questions, refer back to the person that invited you, or you can also follow Lucia and I, and we'll be sharing overheading. And there's a lot of good people that are on this call right now. So you can just enter some of your questions quickly in the chat if you have them. But we're super excited. Lucia, you're amazing and you're such an inspiration. I love to hear you share your story and also your little business tips that you give along the way.
Well, thank you. And I love being on with you and just the energy and the support that you have. Oh, I just love doing this with you, Court, and the team. It's just amazing. So no other team like it or company like it. And I don't think people realize that what we have here at LifeVantage is unique, very unique. So I'm excited for those that are making the move, making the decision, and getting started. And I can't wait to see you within our community and for us to support you.
Yay, absolutely. All right, you guys, we're excited to welcome you into the LifeVantage family. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.